Hello, it's Leslie Fightmaster here, and I want to welcome you to day 11. So, day 11, we're going to do sort of a cardio flow. And we'll do some back bends and heart opening today. So, we're starting on just standing up. So, take a moment here to set your intention for your practice, making this practice nice and personal to you. On your next inhale, float your arms out, around, and up. Draw the ribs and belly in, and then exhale, bring your arms back down. And again, inhale, sweep the arms up, look up, lengthen. And exhale, bring your hands back down. Take your feet hips width apart, press evenly through all four corners of the feet. Inhale, arms reach, exhale, right arm down and reach over towards your right side. Inner thighs are spinning back, draw your belly in and up, pressing firmly down through the base of the big toes, the little toes, the inner and outer heels. Inhale, reaching up tall. Exhale, left arm down, reach your right arm up and over to stretch through the side body. Nice long side stretch. Try to keep your arm and your ear in line. Inhale, come on up, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees here if you need to, any amount. Always okay to bend the knees when you're first starting out especially. Inhale, lengthen the spine, but eventually we do want them straight. Exhale if you can. Step your right foot back, take your right knee down to the floor. Inhale, reach up through the arms. If this bothers your knee, put a blanket underneath it. Exhale, or a pillow. Step to plank, lower all the way down to your belly. Inhale, little cobra, peel the chest up, pull the heart forward, reach the tailbone back. Exhale, press to down dog, either up through plank or straight back. Inhale, lifting the right leg back and up. Exhale, step it all the way up by the right hand, big step. Left knee down, rise up, inhale, pull your right hip back and sink in. Exhaling. And take a breath in, exhale the hands down. Step your left foot all the way to the front of the mat and lengthen, look up. Exhale, fold in, crown of the head reaching down. Inhale, press through your feet, rise up, lengthen up, look up. Exhale, Samastitihi. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold in, hinging from your hips. Inhale, come halfway up and lengthen. Exhale, step your left foot back. Keep your right knee over the ankle. Take the left knee down. Inhale, low lunge, sink your hips forward. And then exhale. Bring your hands back down. Step back into plank and lower to the floor slowly. And always take the knees down first. Inhale, cobra, low cobra or a high one, your choice. Bring the chest forward still, reach the tailbone toward the heels, and make your way into down dog, either up through plank or straight into down dog first. Left leg back and up, inhale. Exhale, step it through, knee over ankle, right knee down. Inhale to reach up, spin your triceps forward, pull your ribs and your belly in as you sink the hips. Exhaling, bring the hands back down, step your right foot forward. As you inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, fold. Press through the feet, inhale, reach all the way up, stretch up, and exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana, reach the arms up, sink the heels back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, right foot back. Keep your left knee over the ankle and rise up into a high lunge. Pull your left hip back and send your right hip forward. Exhale to plank and lower down. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or stick with cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg up, inhale, exhale, step it up, stay on the ball of the back foot. Coming up into crescent, high lunge, reaching up, and then exhale, back down, plank pose, chaturanga, shoulders no lower than the elbows. Inhale, press through your hands and feet, and exhale, make your way back into down dog, drawing the ribs and the belly in. And just start to bend one knee and the other in this one if you'd like to. Just a couple of little stretches for the hamstrings. Keep your breath nice and steady so your inhales and your exhales are equal. Look up to the hands, step or float your feet forward. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale to fold. Inhale, bend the knees, reach up, Utkatasana. Exhale, Samastitihi. Inhale again, bend the knees, reach up, sink back, exhale, fold in, crown of the head reaching down. Inhale to lengthen, exhale the left foot back, right knee stays over the ankle as you rise up into crescent. Spin the triceps forward, exhale the hands down, step to plank and lower chaturanga. Inhale, press through your hands and feet, and exhale, downward dog. Inhale, step your left foot forward, stand the ball of the back foot as you rise up into high lunge crescent. Pull your ribs in. Exhale, bring the hands right back down, one long exhale. Inhale, open the whole front of your body, and exhale, stretch into down dog. Reach your heels toward the floor, and then as you're pressing the weight up to the hips, reach it down toward the heels. Arms are shoulder distance, the feet hips width. Spin your inner thighs back and your heels right lined up behind your second toe so that your feet are parallel. Look up, step or jump the feet. Inhale, look up, lengthen. Exhale and fold in. Bend the knees, drop the hips, Utkatasana, reaching up. And exhale, Samastitihi. Inhale, reach the arms up and exhale, fold in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, pressing up, and exhale, plank pose, lower chaturanga, press up to plank, and come to down dog. You can do that with the knees down, or you can just hold plank. You don't have to take the extra chaturanga, unless you like to. And gaze between your knees or your feet so that you have a nice steady gazing point. Look up, bend the knees, step or hop. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge from the hips to fold. Inhale, root down, reach all the way up, lengthen. Exhale, the hands down. Inhale again, circle the arms up. Exhale, fold in. Hips over the heels. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step or float back into chaturanga. Inhale to press up, shoulders right above the wrists, and exhale, back to plank, chaturanga, press up to plank, lift the hips to down dog. So same thing, you don't have to add the extra chaturanga unless you're feeling it. And just take a moment here to come back to your intention that you set for your practice. Look up, step or jump your feet. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. And inhale, press down through the feet, reach all the way up, and exhale the hands to your heart. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, step or float back into chaturanga. Inhale, pressing up. Exhale, plank, chaturanga, plank, down dog. So if you are taking that extra plank, make sure that you're using your leg muscles and your belly muscles as much as you use your arms and your shoulders. Otherwise, you're not going to get a very good chaturanga and your shoulders and arms will get way overtired. Stretch back, lengthen your spine. Keep drawing the ribs and belly in. Look up, step or float your feet. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to fold. And then heel toe your feet hips width, catching the big toes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold here for Padangusthasana. So feel free to bend the knees if you need to. Otherwise, firm your leg muscles. Straighten the legs and firm them. Inhale to look up. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, come up with a nice long spine. Turn to one side and turn your right leg all the way out and your back toes in slightly. Line up heel to arch. Inhale the arms out. Exhale, bend the right knee over the ankle. Arms to a T, lifting the chest. Drop the left arm to reverse. Nice side stretch. Exhale, bend into the right knee. Inhale, come up, lean forward. Take your right forearm down. Reach your left arm up and over. And then inhale back into reverse warrior. Rebend the front knee. Exhale forward. Side angle pose. Right hand to the floor or forearm to thigh. Inhale up and take your reverse warrior. Exhale, come forward and into side angle. Reach your left arm in line with the ear. And then inhale, stepping forward into Ardha Chandrasana. So the right hand's about 12 inches in front on the pinky toe side of your foot. Make sure your hip is right above your right heel. Now, take a little bend in the right knee. Reach your right fingertips forward and balance. Slowly make your way back, warrior two. Inhale to straighten the front leg, and we'll switch sides. Left leg all the way out, back toes in. And bend your left knee over your ankle, dropping the left hip down, and reverse your warrior. Exhale, bend into the left knee. Inhale to come up, left forearm to left thigh. Exhale, your right arm in line with your ear. Open the chest toward the ceiling. Inhale again, reverse. Exhale, side angle, forearm to thigh, or take the hand down to the floor, reaching the right arm over. Inhale, come up, reverse your warrior. Keep the left leg bent. Exhale, side angle pose, stretching forward. Then walk it in a little half moon pose. Left hand's about 12 inches in front, pinky toe side of the foot. Watch your left toes that they don't turn in. We want to keep the left foot parallel with the outside of your mat. Bend the left knee a little, reach your fingertips forward. Find an L shape with your arms, balance. Little balance, really reach through the fingertips, reach through the ball of your back foot, and then set yourself down into warrior two. And take your feet to parallel, hands on hips. Inhale, open up the chest. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lengthen again. Exhale, crown of your head reaching down. Take your hips over your heels. If your elbows bend, line up your wrists right underneath your elbows and face your fingertips forward towards your head. And then pull up on your kneecaps, firm your quadricep muscles. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, and bring hands to hips. Inhale all the way up with a nice long spine. Step or hop your feet together and back to the front of your mat. Inhale, circle your arms up. Exhale, hinge from your hips and fold. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, step or float back into chaturanga. Inhale, press, open up the front of the body. Exhale, downward dog. Left leg up, inhale. And exhale, step it through between the hands. Spin your back heel flat, warrior two. Line up your heel to your arch. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, bend into the right knee. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Reverse triangle pose. Exhale there, and then come up on your inhale and make your way to triangle pose. Shift your hips back, lean out and down. Take your right hand wherever it falls, maybe the shin or the floor. If you like a shorter stance, be sure to walk your feet a little closer together. Otherwise, you can stick with a longer stance. Now, taking your hand to your hip, we're going to bend the right knee, come back into Ardha Chandrasana again. Lift up through the left arm if you're steady. Now, I don't have any props with me outside, but if you have a yoga block, you can put it under your right hand. Now, we're going to take both hands down and drop your outer left hip down. So now your hips are level. Before they were open, now they're level. Take a little bend in your right knee. Bring your hands to your heart center, warrior three. Chest is forward. Lengthen, lengthen. Now slowly set the back foot down for crescent. Make sure your right knee is over the ankle, and then exhale, hands down through chaturanga. Inhale, press all the way up. Exhale, down dog. Left leg up, inhale. Exhale, step it through, spin your back heel flat. Warrior two. Heel to arch, knee over ankle. Reverse your warrior. Rebend into the left knee, then straighten the left knee. Reverse triangle pose. Nice long stretch to the whole side of your body. Inhale, come up, set up for triangle. Shorten the stance if you like. Shift the hips back. Get some length before you take your left hand down. And it doesn't matter how deep it goes, we just want length through the torso. Reach up through the right fingertips. And then right hand to the hip. Take a little bend in your left knee. Float your right leg up into half moon pose and then add your right arm again. You're going to stretch your left sitting bone toward your heel and also your right sitting bone toward your right heel. Then take both hands to the floor. Keep lifting through your inner back thigh. And then just a slight bend in the left knee as you lift your palms and touch your right in front of the heart. Keep dropping the outer right hip down, spinning the inner right thigh up. Reaching forward with the chest. And then slowly set it down into crescent, into high lunge pose. Exhale. Hands to the mat, Vinyasa, or you could skip it and go right into down dog. It's always your choice. And again, stretching back, get some nice length through your spine here. And gaze between your knees or your feet as you breathe. Inhale, float your right leg back and up, and exhale to step it through. Inhale, back to crescent pose, back to high lunge. Make sure the knee's over the ankle. Exhale, bend the back knee. Inhale to straighten it. Exhale, bend the back knee slowly. Inhale to straighten it. And then taking your right hand behind you, maybe rest it on the thigh lightly. Reach your left arm back. And then exhale, step up onto your right foot and lean forward into warrior 3. So lift from your inner left thigh, outer hip down. Slowly make your way back into crescent. Reach up through the arms, bend the back knee. Inhale to straighten it. And again, we'll take the right hand to the back thigh and stretch back a little bit for kind of a little back bend. Both arms up, hands to heart. Same thing. Step up on the right foot and lean forward into warrior 3. Drop your outer left hip down. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, bend the back knee. Right hand to the back thigh. Stretch back for a little heart opening back bend. Keep your belly lifted to protect the low back. Step up one more time on the right leg. Lift your left leg up, heart forward. Keep a nice steady gazing point. Exhale, slowly set it down into crescent. And then bring the hands down. Either move through a vinyasa or you could skip it, going right into down dog. Inhale the left leg back and up. Exhale, step it up. Stay on the ball of the back foot for crescent. Reach up through the arms. Exhale, bend the right knee down. Inhale, straighten it. Exhale, left hand to the back thigh. Reach your right arm back, little back bend. Reach both arms up and then heart to forward. Step up on the left leg. Smile your heart forward. Lift your right leg from the inner thigh so hips stay nice and level. Slowly back down into crescent. Reach the arms up. Exhale, bend the back knee. Inhale, straighten it. Now left hand to the back thigh. Reach your right arm back for a little back bend here. Reach up, hands to heart center. Lean over the left leg. Lift your right leg from the inner thigh. Let your outer right hip drop down. Chest is open. And slowly, little wobbly, set back into crescent. Bend the back knee, straighten it. Left hand to the back thigh. Stretch back for a little back bend. Then reach both arms up, hands to heart center. Step up on the left leg. Lift your right leg from the inner right thigh. Heart forward, hands to heart center. Warrior 3. Set yourself down slowly back into crescent pose. And then windmill the arms down in through a vinyasa. Or go right into downward dog. Now, I'm sorry, I spoke too soon. Lower all the way to the floor for Shalabhasana. Lift up into locust pose. So pick up your chest, pick up your legs. Legs pick up from the inner thighs. Keep the back of the neck long, and then come down to rest. And then I'm going to pick up your left foot with your left hand, your right arm's parallel with the front of the mat. Either hold onto the left foot back there, or if you can bring it forward, you'll bring your left heel towards your left hip, any amount, and then make some resistance so you feel that in your quad. Switch sides. Left forearm is parallel with the front of the mat, bringing your right foot in. This is Ardha Bakasana, half frog pose. Keep the right hip drawing down and then resist away. You feel a stretch. Release that. Inhale, press into up dog, and exhale, make your way into downward dog. Look up, come to the knee step or hopping. So we're going to practice Ustrasana. Bring the hands to the low back, fingertips facing up. Press your thighs and hips forward as you lean back. Lift your chest up so your back ribs are lifting up toward the front of your body. Squeeze the legs together. Come on up. Bring the hands down and step or float back through Chaturanga. Inhale, pressing through your hands and feet. Exhale, down dog. Come back to plank and lower all the way again to your belly. Bring your hands right next to your waist. Inhale, Shalabhasana B position. Squeeze your elbows toward each other. Reach the balls of your feet, back of the neck long. Pick up your belly, tailbone toward the heels. Lower down. Bend your knees. Reach for the outsides of the feet for Dhanurasana. Lift everything up. Press the feet back. If that doesn't work for you, stay with the pose we just did, the Shalabhasana locust pose. Lift the feet up, press them back, and lower down. Hands by rib cage. Inhale, upward dog. Back to plank, little added chaturanga if you like, and downward facing dog. Look forward, step or hop to the knees. Hands to the low back again. Lean forward. Maybe this time you'll reach for the heels. You don't have to. You can also tuck the toes under to take the heels up higher, but continue to reach the tailbone to the backs of the knees and widen through the chest, like there's a foot right in your upper back pressing you forward a little bit, gently. Inhale, come up. Step back or hop back, chaturanga. Inhaling, exhaling. Plank pose on the inhale. Lower down slowly on the exhale to your belly. And then take your arms up by your ears. Inhale, pick up everything. Shalabhasana variation, the inner thighs spinning up. Lift your frontal hip bones up towards your low ribs so your pubic bones pressing down just lightly. Swim the arms back, or not. Take the pinky toe sides of the feet for Dhanurasana. Continue to bring the tailbone back toward the backs of your knees and draw the front ribs and belly in as you lift up. Release down, hands by rib cage. Inhale, press into up dog. Exhale, make your way to down dog. Look up, step or hop to your knees. One more Ustrasana. Now you can take either variation that you took before, or reaching for the feet. Lift the chest, reach your right arm up, and then stretch it back. As you stretch the right arm back, press your thighs and hips gently forward. And release your right arm. Left arm up, inhale. Exhale, reach it back. So as if someone's pulling you in two different directions to give you lots of length through your torso. Release it back. Squeeze the legs, come up both shoulders at the same time. Step or float back into chaturanga. Inhale, press up. And exhale to down dog. And step or hop to seated. Lie back. Feet hips width apart, outer edges of the feet parallel. Press into the heels, lifting into bridge pose. Keep your chin away from your chest. Now you might be so warm from all those back bends that you could take your hands up right by your ears and come into wheel pose instead. And then we'll lower down and rest. Knees knocking in toward each other. So you can stick with bridge or hands by the ears, elbows point straight up. Come to the crown of the head, line up your wrists and elbows, and straighten the arms. Press your chest away from the backs of your knees and press the backs of your knees and your tailbone away from your chest. So you're getting, as if you're getting pulled in two different directions. Chin into chest, lower down, and rest a moment. Good. Bend the knees, feet, hips with outer edges of the feet parallel. So toes will point in just a teeny bit toward each other. Hands by the ears or by your sides. As you're ready, crown of the head first and straighten the arms. Spiral the thighs in toward each other like you're holding a block. And triceps, outer upper arms, are spinning toward the back of your mat. Yeah, toward the direction your head was facing. Come on down and hug your knees into your chest. Rock a little here. And then rock back and forth and back and forth. And come on up. Now right leg in front, or you're going to stay with your shins crossed. So either right leg in front for pigeon or stay sitting forward with your shins crossed. Extend the left leg back. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale to fold. So my right knee is only a little bit out to the right side, and my shin is not parallel with the front of the mat, but it's more on an angle. So I find it, for me, if my shin is parallel with the front of the mat, it's a little too intense for my knee. So if you have any knee pain, then take the other pose, sitting up and folding forward over the legs. Take care of your knees. Let everything relax here for a few breaths. Come on up. And squeeze your outer hips, your inner thighs. Reach back for the left foot or not. If you do have the left foot, you can just hold it back, or you can bring it forward and maybe slide your elbow down, your foot down toward the elbow. Lift the lift the right arm for mermaid. Square up your hips and shoulders toward the front of the mat. Release. Swing your left leg all the way around, cross it over the right. Right hand reaches up and twist. Every time you inhale, sit up nice and tall. If you want to, you can wrap underneath the legs. And then rolling the left shoulder open as you twist. Inhale your head through center. Exhale to unwind. So now we're either going to cross the left shin in front and fold forward, or reach the right leg back into pigeon. So the left shin is forward, sit up nice and tall on the inhale. Exhale to come forward. If your left hip is rolling down to the floor, grab a pillow and prop it up so that your hips are level. Nice level hips in this one. And then just let everything release. Come back to the intention that you set for your practice. Come on up on the inhale, bend the back knee, reach for the foot, either holding it back there or not, or maybe drawing the foot forward so the heel is toward the outside of your hip. You can stick with that or slide down so that the foot is in the elbow. Bring the left arm up, bring it around to clasp your hands. Try to keep your hips and shoulders squaring toward the front of the mat. There's a tendency to kind of open up the chest and turn to the side, so try not to take that tendency. And releasing. Roll on to your left hip. Swing your right leg around, right arm behind, left arm up. Inhale. And exhale, take it across to twist, rolling the right shoulder back. So stay with that, or if you want to wrap the left arm underneath the thigh, wrap your right arm behind your back and take that interlock, you can do that instead. So nice long breaths on the inhale, getting long, getting tall, and on the exhale, twisting. I like to think about a kitchen sponge getting wrung out when I take twists. Inhale back to center. Exhale, release, extend the legs forward and sit up nice and tall, lifting the chest, dropping the chin slightly and flexing the ankles to firm the legs. Dandasana pose. This one doesn't look like much, but if you were to sit here for a good 5 or 10 minutes, your back would really be working and you would feel it most likely. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge from the hips to fold. Inhale, lengthen. So nice long spine. You can keep the nice long spine and your head up if your belly doesn't touch. Otherwise, you can allow yourself to come forward, but continue to reach the crown of your head toward your feet. So there will be a little teensy bit of rounding if your belly's on the thighs. Otherwise, stay up and try and do it without any rounding at all. Inhale, lift the head, and exhale to release. And we'll lie all the way back, draw the knees in, rock gently side to side. And reach your tailbone towards your heels as you extend the legs out. Arms by your sides, your palms facing up. Close your eyes. Allow everything to just sink right down into the floor. Release your Ujjayi breathing and just natural breathing. Quiet mind and quiet body, Shavasana. While you're here resting, I've got a reading from the book called 7, How Many Days of the Week Can Be Extraordinary. And this is actually from a book called Savor from Thich Nhat Hanh. It describes a simple apple meditation. So the next time you eat an apple, hold on to it for a moment. What kind of apple is it? What color is it? How does it feel in your hand? What does it smell like? Give the apple a smile and slowly take a bite. What does it feel like in your mouth? What does it taste like? What is it like to chew and swallow it? Truly savor all of the qualities of the apple. Its sweetness, aroma, freshness, juiciness, crispiness. There's nothing else filling your mind as you chew. No projects, no deadlines, no worries, no to-do lists, no fears, no sorrows, no anger, no past, no future. Just this apple. Start to make some movements to reawaken your body and stretch. So the apple meditation reminds us to inhabit our moments and stay present. It says if you can savor the apple, then you can savor your life. And roll off to the right, press yourself up to seated slowly. Sit up nice and tall with your hands together at your heart center, honoring your intention, honoring yourself for taking care of your body. Bring your hands to the forehead to remind us to have clear and loving thoughts. The hands to the heart to remind us to have clear and loving intentions. the hands to the mouth to remind us to have clear and loving communications. Sending out wonderful energy to all beings everywhere. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed today. And if you did, will you please push the like button and share it with your friends and tell your friends all about the 90 days that you are participating in. We created a hashtag. It's hashtag YogaFix90. If you can afford a donation of any amount, please see the link below. The donations are really, really helping us to keep these free classes going, and especially doing these 90 days. So I hope that you really are enjoying it as much as we are in making the classes, and I hope that you have a very wonderful day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.